Look at this stuff. This stuff is disgusting. And this is what's in your engine when you don't change your oil. And it's everywhere. This stuff is nasty. Hello YouTube, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to talk about oil neglect on a vehicle. If the only thing you've been doing lately is filling up and not checking your oil, then this video is for you. I want you guys to look at this engine. It is a 6.7 liter diesel engine that came out of a 2017 F350, and this is a very bad situation that we have here. I've seen this many times, but not in something this new of a vehicle. So I already have the valve cover unbolted, and what we have here is engine sludge. I want you guys to look at all this sludge. This stuff is nasty all over it, and this is the top part of the engine. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see that perfectly in there, but this is layers and layers and layers everywhere. I didn't bother to open the other side because I already know how bad it was gonna be. So this is what happens, guys, when you don't change your oil. The problem here, what happened is that the owner of this truck only changed the oil once, and that was at 20,000 miles. Even at 20,000 miles is too much for oil. This truck had 110,000 miles. Customer was complaining. And so as you can see here, I have the engine out. The first thing was to take out the valve cover to see if I see anything up top. I didn't. As soon as I pulled this off, I saw all this sludge, and I said, from here we have to stop, and showed him the situation that we have here. And I told him it's better for us to get a rebuilt engine or a used engine. That is only the top part of the engine. What I'm going to show you guys now is the bottom of the engine. This truck was not used for towing. It was not used for heavy work, but it was driven 90,000 miles on a single oil change. The reason why I bring this up is because heat is a big enemy, and the more heat is created when you are towing. Heat breaks down the oil faster. This also happens when you have a turbo engine. And this is the oil pan right here. This is where everything gets caught. Look at that. These are chunks. There's aluminum debris in this. I mean, this thing is like glue. I'm literally taking it off from the sides. Look at that. This is not a good sign. And this is why I recommend a new engine or rebuilt engine. Look at that, guys. Very bad. So the reason why this thing started knocking was because at the bottom of this engine, I want you guys to see this. So this guys here is the oil pickup tube. This is where it pulls all the oil, goes to the oil pump, and it distributes to everything in the engine. That's covered in sludge. Yeah, and so what happens here, the oil pump cannot pick up any oil because of the restriction that we have here. And it starves for oil, and everything inside the oil does not get its proper lubrication, and then that is a cause of failure in engine components. This is all sludge here, guys. All of it. All of it. Look at that. I'm taking it off. I'm taking it off the bottom of the engine. Okay. This is crazy. I don't, parts are, the stuff is coming out. This is why it's very, very crucial to change your engine oil. And continues to drop. What happens here is it scores the oil pump, it scores bearings, cam, lifters, you name it. And it's not worth rebuilding at this point. It will take too much time at the machine shop. Who knows if the crank can be fixed, and most of the time it can, but the way this thing was, the way this noise, it was horrific. Okay guys, so if you're not sure when to change your oil, you can look at the owner's manual or call your dealer. A lot of the times when engines have high mileage, this one didn't have high mileage, this one just oil neglect, but you always want to still change your oil. Even if you have high miles, you want to change your oil at what your owner's manual says or the dealership. I know the auto parts stores, they say like, oh, just change it at, use example 10W40 when your engine requires 10W30. Well, it's not recommended for the manufacturer. Yes, it has a little bit more miles, but if you've always changed your oil, you have nothing to worry about. And that is it for this, guys. And make sure to subscribe at my channel for more upcoming videos of something like this.